Hello, am I audible?
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so
I need to turn
Amra,
on the video.
you can turn on, or if you are not comfortable, you can also keep it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
I think your voice is a little bit cracking. If you could move
Now
more,
is it fine, ma'am? Now is it fine?
yeah, it is. It is fine. If you could move your mic, I think from your away from your mouth, maybe it would help.
Okay. Okay. Now.
Okay,
Hello.
okay, it's fine. Okay, so আমরা শুরু করবো interview. So
Okay.
my first question to you would be introduce yourself.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. My name is Onirban Kaur. I am from Agartala. I have done my schooling from Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya. After that, I have done my graduation in civil engineering from NIT Agartala. After that, I have done my post graduation in transportation engineering from NIT Agartala itself. Since then, I have been preparing for civil services, and during the course of this preparation, I have secured one job at Tripura Secretariat Service. Currently, I am posted there as lower division assistant cum typist, and my hobby is playing cricket and photography.
Okay. So you have done your civil engineering from NIT Agartala and then masters also from NIT Agartala, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In transportation engineering.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Yes.
why did you then shift your focus to government jobs and I mean specifically this Tripura Civil Services or maybe the job that you are currently in that is in Secretariat Services?
Yeah, ma'am, my aim was to be in the civil services, and on the way of the preparation for this service, I used to give many exams. So as for a financial security purpose is also there. So for that, I have taken this job at Tripura Secretariat service, and the reason for the for being in for being into the preparation of civil services is that during my graduation days only, when I was about to look for the next career option that I might have after my graduation, then I consulted with some of my seniors, and they have guided me that civil service is one such option which will give me a wide gamut of opportunities through which I can work in the various sectors of the state government as well as for the central government. And as I was actively associated with the alumni association of Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, I have taken active role in some social cause like during the floods and etc. We as an alumni member used to go to the flood affected places and do some things from our side. So I felt much satisfaction while doing this, while getting associated with the people at the grassroots level. So from there, I have derived this thing to be in this civil service profession and started preparing for it.
Okay. So why did you then go for masters? You could have just stayed as a BTech engineer and then prepared.
Yes, ma'am. I also wanted to have a good grasp in my civil engineering subject as well. So for that thing, I took that opportunity to do my MTech also, as this will give me a little bit of more depth, which otherwise my graduation degree wouldn't have provided.
Okay. So how are you planning to implement your understanding, your knowledge about this civil engineering and then transportation engineering in implementing in civil services?
Sir, ma'am, in civil services, as a civil servant, maybe when I will be posted as a BDO or maybe to the post of in SDM, means I will have that opportunity to do some development work. And this development work, in some cases, maybe like construction of roads, construction of buildings for hospitals, schools, or even any colleges. There I can apply my civil engineering skill and transportation skill. And along with that, ma'am, engineering field makes you a more logical, rational, and analytical. And this part I can effectively use while I will be formulating any policies or maybe taking any decision from my side. So that decision will be more fruitful, and it will be more practical and rational. So in this way, ma'am, I can also apply my engineering thing into this field.
Okay. Okay, Anirban, you have mentioned that your hobbies are cricket and photography. So, do you play cricket or only watching cricket is your hobby?
Ma'am, both, ma'am. I play cricket as well as watch cricket.
Okay, so have you played as a, I mean, in state level or any other?
No, ma'am, I have played in the school at the inter class level, and during my college days also inter branch up to that much level only.
Okay, and what about photography? Do you do it frequently or just once in a while, maybe? Or,
Ma'am,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, I used to do photography means extensively during my BTech days and MTech days. Means I am not a professional photographer, but I have means it is to me it is like a hobby. But I have secured many prizes while doing this photography activity. And in the last 1.5 year, ma'am, it has taken a backseat as due to my job also, and as I was full-fledgedly preparing for this services. So right now I am not in touch with the photography.
Okay, so what type of photography do you do? I mean, do you prefer? Is there any
Ma'am,
specific?
yes, ma'am. Mainly, ma'am, I am there associated with the street photography and the photography related to the life of people's life.
Okay, okay. Is there any interesting case you want to share about street photography or someone's life that you have captured?
Ma'am, actually, the main thing that means keeps me coming to this photography is that while clicking photos, maybe, ma'am, I would like to quote an instance from the Alponagram that is there in close vicinity of Agartala. During the post-carbon time, they do Alpona. They paint the walls of their house. They do mural paintings in the foreground of their house. So, ma'am, while doing this, when I go there, I try to interact with them. I try to know about their life, how do they live, and along with that, ma'am, I also try to know the story behind those things. So, ma'am, these things keep me a bit motivated as I come to know or gather a lot of information beside doing this photography thing. So, ma'am, this thing keeps me motivated.
Okay. Okay. So, Anirban, I think you have heard this recent news. It was published in several national newspapers also regarding cases of HIV/AIDS amongst the students of Tripura, college students
Yes,
of.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you aware about it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me, what do you think? What went wrong? I mean, why so many students have tested positive for HIV/AIDS in Tripura and few have died also?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think the main cause lies in the thing that there has been a lack of parental supervision on those students. They have been not been properly regulated by their parents, and also the school teachers. Those who are there in the school have not kept proper supervision on them. And along with that, ma'am, the use of the syringe needle from one person to another and then again from one person to another has led to this massive spread of this HIV/AIDS germ from one person to
What,
another, and it
what
has,
kind of syringe? I mean, why do they use any syringe at the first place?
ma'am, they have been found to take drug also, ma'am, and from there this entire thing is means speculated to be circulated among those students.
Okay, so they were taking drugs, right? So why
Yes,
Tripura? In Tripura, there are cases coming out now of drug menace. So many drug menace. Why is this problem? Is a consistent problem in Tripura?
ma'am, this problem is lies has its root cause in the unemployment scenario that is being existed in the state for now for a long time. So after means their study gets over, they try to indulge themselves in those activities so that they can remain away from the stress and the pressure that they get means from their parents or from the society. They try to remain in an intoxicated state so that they can remain forgettable about their job life or about their life. So ma'am, this thing they take as for entertainment or fun purpose as well. So ma'am, these are some of the causes that has led to the youths to take this drug.
Don't you think the bordering Bangladesh nation has anything to do about it?
Yes, ma'am. The smuggling also, smuggling of drugs and illegal and narcotics also takes place through these border areas, and these border means mafias find these younger students, younger college going students, school going students a very easy target, as they are also in need of such drugs to keep them in their favorable state.
Okay. Uh, okay. So I think Anirban, you are aware about the three new criminal laws that were launched in the month of
Yes,
July,
ma'am.
this July,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
can you tell me what are the names of these three new criminal laws?
yes, ma'am. The name of these three laws are Bharatiya Nyay Sanghita, Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanghita, and Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam. Earlier, this used to be called as Indian Penal Code, Code of Criminal Procedure, and Indian Evidence Act, respectively.
Okay. Okay. So, can you tell me what is the primary purpose of introducing these new three criminal laws in India? I mean, already there were three criminal laws, right? So, why government introduce new laws in place of the earlier ones?
Ma'am, these three laws that used to exist earlier find its origin from the colonial times. So, in these three laws, colonial mindset has been reflected, and most of the laws were of that, or rather, the act were of the time of 1820s, 1830s. So, a significant amount of years have been passed. Almost 200 years have been passed, and our society is constantly evolving. New things are coming in the society. A new type of crimes are happening in the society. So, ma'am, to counter those situation, these three new criminal laws was the need of the hour, and our government has enacted these three laws rightly.
Can you have just now mentioned that there are new crimes in our society which are not mentioned in the earlier criminal laws. So, can you just tell me two new crimes that were not there in IPC, CRPC, or Evidence Act, and it is there in new three criminal laws?
Ma'am, crime, ma'am, I think that one instance I can say is that, ma'am, violence to the domestic animals, it was not there in the earlier acts. Now it has also been incorporated. And, ma'am, regarding some provisions regarding the punishment, its time tenure has also been increased. Like some of them were of 7 years, now it has been made to 12 years. Like that, its tenure has also been increased in some cases, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. My next question to you is recently on 3rd July, our finance minister has presented the budget, right? So,
20.
yeah, 23rd, 3rd July, the budget was presented in our parliament. So, what are the five major sectors that were there mentioned in this year's budget?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, there were many sectors, and among those, some of them, if I cite, are farming sector, energy sector, and in the MSME sectors, for the women, and for the employment part, and for the skilling part. These are some of the sectors which our budget has focused.
Okay. In employment sector, what have been specifically, can you be more specific in employment sector? What are the new things that were introduced in this budget?
Ma'am, in the employment part, like they want to upskill the unemployed youth so
Okay.
that they can get the desirable employment. Like they have targeted about 4.1 crore of youths and various upskill means like the establishment of many industrial training institutes they are planning to do in this current financial year, which will give impetus to this unemployed youth so that they can get the prerequisite skill to which will make them fetch a job.
Okay. So, do you think only fetching a job will secure, will make them employed? I mean, if someone is doing some kind of business or entrepreneurship, is not it would be considered as employment?
Yes, ma'am. That thing will also be considered for as employment, but for uh, starting something from your own, like the entrepreneurship thing, for that also you need to have some prerequisite skill or prerequisite training. Otherwise, this entire thing would not run smoothly. So, ma'am, this will also be considered as a kind of job or employment opportunity, but for that also, ma'am, you need to have some background knowledge or background training. So ma'am, this industrial training institute focuses to provide those skills to the unemployed youths.
Okay. Okay. Anirban, can you please tell me what is your take on women empowerment?
Ma'am, women empowerment is very much essential for the upgradation of the society as a whole. As mm, Mahatma Gandhi, our father of the nation, said that if a woman in a particular family gets employed, then the entire family gets lifted. So, ma'am, rightly, our state government has also incorporated that 33% women reservation for the women in the government job sector. And, ma'am, in this Olympics also, we have seen how women empowerment in the right direction can have its benefit. Like Manu Bhaker has won two bronze medal for India in this Olympic that is happening. And along with that, there are many female athletes in the sports sector who are doing quite a commendable job. So, ma'am, women empowerment is women empowerment with the right mindset is very much necessary.
Uh, can you please tell me, as a male member of the society, how can you ensure empowering your closest female members of your family in your own capacity? How can you ensure that?
Ma'am, the main and the basic thing that I can do as a male member to empower any female member who is very close associate of me is, ma'am, by giving her a good education. By giving her a good education, she will develop a critical means she will develop a good mindset through which she will have a good analytical and thinking capability through which she can take her own decision. She does not have to be dependent on the others to take any decision. So ma'am, the my utmost means area will be that of education, to give her proper education so that she can stand on her own feet.
Okay. Uh, do you know about uniform civil code? What does it imply?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Universal civil code has been is there in our constitution also. It is mentioned in the Article 44 of the Directive Principle of State Policy. It mainly tells about the civil code that will be implemented, and it will be same for everyone in the society, irrespective of any religion, any caste, any gender, or for any person belonging to any income group. They will have to follow some common code of common civil code. They will have to follow some common civil code.
Is it possible in a diverse country like India to have a uniform civil code? What is your take?
Ma'am, if we come to a consensus regarding this uniform civil code, then ma'am, there means not in every areas it will be possible, but there are some common areas, like for example in means buying and selling of land, or for the marriage purpose, and for many other similar purpose, we can have this uniform civil code thing. And recently the Uttarakhand state government has also means enacted this universal civil code at their state level. So, ma'am, from this instance, we can say that this can be implemented if it is done in a right way, because we have not seen any problem in the state of Uttarakhand as such after implementation of this universal civil code.
Okay. Okay, so we are nearing the end of our interview. I would like to
Ma'am,
ask you, what do you prefer? What would you prefer, Tripura Civil Services or Tripura Police Services?
ma'am, Tripura Civil Services.
Okay, and why is that? I mean, preferring as a police service, as a police officer, also you can do many good to the people that you have mentioned. No, flood affected people. You used to go as a volunteer, so you can do that in Tripura Police Services, also being in Tripura TPS officer.
Yes, ma'am, but the developmental works one can do as a Tripura civil service officer is very high, ma'am, and along with that, the authority that one Tripura civil service officers carry is much more better than an official of Tripura police service. And moreover, ma'am, the Tripura police service is mainly associated with dealing of the crimes and with the criminals, but Tripura civil service offers and wide a range of opportunities through which through which an officer can work in a diverse field. Means he or she will not be restricted. He can take up any developmental work. He can work in any sector of the society. Means his circle becomes very large, and it will not be confined to a smaller circle. So for ma'am, this thing, ma'am, I prefer Tripura civil service.
Okay. My last question to you would be, uh, what are the three major sectors that you want to work in future if you become a Tripura Civil Services officer? What are the three major sectors in Tripura?
Ma'am, I will my first three priority sectors will be girl child education in the rural areas, because in most of the rural areas this phenomenon exists, that parents try to give their girl child um, marriage at a very early age, and they lack that proper education. And secondly, ma'am, I will also try to work in the field of uh, women's health, especially during the time of pregnancy and during the time of lactating women. I will try to focus in giving them nutritional foods through which they can have a better health, and the child or the children that will come from her will also have a better health. And ma'am, thirdly, ma'am, I want to work in the employment part. I will try to work in the social help group, self-help groups that are there. I will try to make them more empowered and make them more atmanirbhar, so that they don't need to depend on the others, and they can generate their own income at their own convenience.
Okay. Thank you, Anirban. It was nice talking with you.